Hey yo, what is going on guys? CashinClean here. So for today, I have some exciting news because there is a contest on Trove. Now, this contest isn't really for everybody, but you can participate. It's just you have to get sub 5 minutes. So let me explain what this contest is. So if you guys don't know, Tanjeee is one of the creators in the program that we have for Trove, the content creator, and he has put together a contest for us. So it's pretty exciting. There's a lot of stuff to go over. I'm going to put a screenshot on the screen of pretty much what to expect here. So it's 9,000 credits raffle. I will leave a link to the Discord down in the description down below, so you guys can feel free to check that out. And also, I'm going to give a link and shoutouts to Tanjeee for putting this all together, so you can check out his Twitch channel in the description down below as well, because he will be live streaming a lot of this. And before we get into all the details and stuff, what this is you get a team of 3 people. You can have less than 3 people, but ideally you'd probably want 3 people unless you're just a pro like that. But the challenge is depth delve. It starts you at 170. So the challenge is getting from 170 to 172, which is the vault, and whoever has the fastest time pretty much wins. So you're gonna have to go really fast clearing these floors. Now obviously there's like no cheating and all that stuff going on, so let's take a look at all the rules and everything that's going to be put together. So like I said, it's for 9,000 credits, and that's not going to go to the winner. It's going to be for a raffle. The rewards below are going to be down below. We'll get into that in a bit, but if we take a look at it, you have to get sub 5 minutes. So from depth 170 using the depth delve portal, you have to get to the vault room, which is at 172, and you can have 3-man teams. You can have less, you can go solo, but if you can get sub 5 minutes, then you're entered into the giveaway at least, and potentially even winning the contest. So next it goes into some of the rules. I'm going to show you guys an example of my run with my team, so you guys kind of know what to expect when you actually do it, because if you don't follow these rules, you're going to get either disqualified or you're going to get a horrible time. So we're going to get into that in a bit, but as it says there, start of the clip, you show your character page, pretty easy, and then the timer starts when somebody either starts moving, uses an ability, or something happens, and then it ends whenever your team leader opens the vault. That's how I understood it. It might be everybody, so just in case everybody do it, but I'm pretty sure it was just the team leader. So from the 3 people that you have, or the 2 people, or if you're solo, pick a team leader. That person's probably going to be doing the shot calling and all that stuff, and just doing all the communication stuff. And also everybody has to record, and it cannot be from like a video camera. It can't be your phone. It can't be potato. I guess the quality can be terrible, but not like super terrible. It has to be legible, but ideally you'd want to use like OBS, Streamlabs OBS, Fraps I think works, Bandicam, just things like that, as long as it's not an external thing. So like I said, you can't use your phone. Also, this does apply to console, so if you're from console, you can participate in this. All you have to do is have everyone from your team record, get sub 5 minutes, and then you can submit your run. And whenever you do record it, you have to send it to either YouTube or Google Drive, just in a way where the admins themselves don't have to download your thing, because that's going to be a lot of not only is it a lot of footage to go through, but it's a lot easier if you're just clicking play on the video and then you just see what happens. So Google Drive is good, or just unlist it on YouTube, something like that. You can just make an alt account on YouTube and then just post the video on there if you don't want it to be on your main channel. Anyway, going on to the next topic here, no cheating, no speed hacks, no third-party programs, no, you can't do anything sus, pretty much. That should be pretty obvious. You can't do anything sus. That is why they have you show your character sheet, just so you're not like changing anything. Obviously we can see the buffs, and that is also why everybody has to record, so that way no one's using any suspicious tmod files or just moving super fast, faster than they should, or anything else sus, because these will be reviewed by their admins. So make sure it's all fair game, no one's cheating. That's the big thing. And they do have the rights, as it says on the very bottom, that they can just disqualify anyone if they want. So anyway, this is going to last for an entire week, so it ends on August 7th at 12 p.m. EST. So just convert that to your time zone, and then the rewards are down there below. So first place, you get a 3-day patron non-tradable. And by the way, Tanjeee worked with the Trove staff members, so I'm assuming that's how he was able to get these items, because how else are you supposed to trade a non-tradable item? But you know, shout outs to Tanjeee, shout outs to everybody that put this together for helping out, and also shoutouts to Trove for letting this happen. And as this will be the first contest I'm assuming Tanjeee has hosted, please be fair about it. Like, don't give him a hard time. Like, this is obviously the first one. Some mistakes might happen. It may go perfectly. Something else might happen. Who knows? But whatever does end up happening, just, you know, be nice to Tanjeee, be nice to everybody that participated. And maybe in the future, if it goes well, then we can do more. Or that's if Tanjeee wants to do more. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys what the actual run should look like, just about. I'm not going to show you the whole run just to not leak really much, but this is pretty much what's going to happen. So you're going to load into the delve with your group. So also, I have scuffed audio. I had my AC running during all this, so that's why my audio is just terrible here. But this is what happens. Everyone loads in, nobody moves. You cannot move. Otherwise, when you move, the timer starts, and you probably don't want that to happen. So everyone has to stay like this. You have to pull up your character sheet. We have all 3 members here. So once our team leader, so in this instance Squeeze is the team leader, once he calls it out and once he actually starts moving, then the timer begins. And that's going to be judged from the admins, not you. So you don't need a timer on the screen, you don't need any of that, you just have to record your gameplay, and then the admins are just going to do everything themselves. And I'm pretty sure Tanjeee mentioned he's going to go over the videos on stream, so if you're worried about strats getting leaked and stuff like that, it will. So you can take somebody else's strat and then try to make it better yourself. So either way, we just kind of sit here, we wait for Squeeze's call out. So I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. But actually, before I continue, this run is disqualified. Even though we showed our character sheets, nobody moves in the beginning. And then at the very end, we all opened the vault, we all had our footage, everything went smooth. But there was one issue, and we got disqualified for it. And not like disqualified like we're kicked out of the tournament or anything. We can resubmit something. We still have a full week. But the reason was that we had the lights buff from the event, which you're not allowed to do. But since the event is gone, the event is supposed to be from August 1st to August 7th. And the times are shown on the screenshot. So because we had the light buff, we were not able to use this run. So we're gonna have to resubmit and do the same process. Just in case you don't want to get disqualified and you want to make sure your run is legit and actually goes through, you can submit it, see if it goes through. If it doesn't, you can redo it. If it does, then you can see if you can get a better time, because you can resubmit just from me looking at the rules over here. I believe you can resubmit if you have a better time, because if you beat it, then you can resubmit and hope that you don't get disqualified or something else goes wrong. And if you do have questions, you can probably drop it down in the general channel for the Discord, which will be linked down below. And my main tips for this, even though you guys should have a team leader that does like the shot calling and stuff like that, everyone should say something, at least. Try to communicate in some way. I get that Trove is not a skillful base game or anything like that, but you'll be surprised by like any little callouts. We had very important callouts in this specific run that was actually a game changer. Like we could have gotten a little bit better time due to some little mistakes, mainly myself, but I'll upload this entire video after the event is done, so we can just leak whatever we want to, all of our strats and all the mistakes that went down making this video. But I think you guys get the point. Everybody has to go through the portal, everybody has to stay still, you cannot move, and if you do start moving, that's when the timer starts. So whether you know it or not, the timer will be going, and that's going to be based off of the admins timing it and not yourself. Make sure your character sheet is pulled up, and whenever the leader says so that you can go, then you can go. Or if they start moving themselves, then you guys can go. You can pick any 3 teammates, you can be any power rank, you can be anybody, as long as you don't cheat, you don't use any third-party software, you don't do anything sus, pretty much. So hopefully that made sense. If you guys do want to participate, the link will be down in the description down below for the Discord. If you happen to have 3 friends that are willing to do this and try it out, you can go for it. You have to get sub 5 minutes for your thing to count, and it's just overall a fun little challenge. If you guys don't want to do it, you don't have to, but it's just an option. And yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for this video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you find yourself coming back, and I'll talk to you guys later.